Not the fact that this project will go into the constituency, but the fact that at the end of the day, this project shown budget and Channel Television, we've done documentaries on constituency projects that never get completed or even get off the ground. Money goes into the pockets of individuals. Thank you so much, Seun Onigbinde, co-founder of Budget. Thank you so much indeed for your time.
Thank you, Seun. So, the Ministry of Agriculture proposed the budget of 320-something billion when they submitted it to the National Assembly. By the time the National Assembly will approve the budget for the Ministry of Agriculture, they approved 930-something billion. Even the ministry don't even know how their money jumped like that. And that is just one ministry. Tifnumbu has 48 ministries. 48. One single ministry. Their budget. The budget, we say, now them right to, this is what we want. This is what we want to do. They gave it to the National Assembly. And National Assembly added 600 billion to their budget. 600. And then you will see one single school. Keneko River have over 2,000. You see another one, the city have over 2,000 there. 2,000 projects. And when you go to the school, you'll be like, you know the school with this? The school where they construct town hall different from Bala Blue in Ile-Ife. It is called scamming. And that is why you would never really see any development. It's unfortunate, isn't it? Call you a town hall.
If we lend ourselves to innovation, we can create wonders. Yeah, it is successful again. A town hall different from Blue, Bulaba.
Anyway, I'll leave that to other chat afterward. Here is something you should know. I don't know if you have seen this, right? The Nigerian Army, they posted this image plus another video. They now gave it a caption to make it probably more, to get our attention. Remember that in the last 1 week, we have not heard any rescue updates from Tifnumbu's government to rescue the over 800 Nigerians that have been kidnapped. Now over 900. They kidnapped another 61 people yesterday, 2 days ago. So when people are demanding Nigerian Army, suddenly they posted this image. And guess what they say? They said Nigerian Army successfully bust IPOB ESN camp where they are making drones for IPOB in Delta States. This was the caption of this image on the Nigerian Army's Twitter, Facebook, social media handles. But that is not what happened. I don't know if you have noticed, whenever the Fulani terrorists increases their terrorism and they are more in the news, that will be the time that the Nigerian Army will suddenly bust the IPOB, ESN base, and the Nigerian media, they will fly with it. This is where Mayegun will always be different, because the lie is always buried in the open. The propaganda can actually fall flat only if you have a sensible number of Nigerians who can actually really comprehend and not already compromised. So what happened? Few days ago, The Nigerian police said they bust a gun AK-47 manufacturer in Kaduna. And somehow, it is completely unrelated to the insecurity in Nigeria, in the sense that most of these gun makers, they are not hiding. Okay? Gun makers in Nigeria, they are actually in the open. Which means the police, the government, they do know they exist. But somehow, in the last 10 years, for easy media PR, the Nigerian government, successive government, Nigerian military and defense, they are always busting the house and the what have you of gun makers to show to you that they are fighting terrorism. Yet, the type of weapons that these terrorists are carrying, obviously they are not made in Nigeria, and the criminal police and your security know that. But they need something to show that they are working. Their investigation, this or that. That is what happened in Delta State. There is a family business for gun making that has spanned generations. And surprisingly, the Nigerian police or Nigerian army invaded the place, arrested the people, the family, for making guns and all of that. But when it was time for them to tell the world what they just did, the story changed. They said it is now the IPOB, ESN, gun maker in Delta, something that doesn't make any sense. But they left an evidence that exposed that propaganda before it could even fly. They left a video from a reporter that followed them there. And you would be the judge, just like myself. Tell me, are these the IPOB, ESN, gun makers? Listen to them, because you might have seen this. This is why I am not easily swayed. I have told you with all my heart, the IPOB and the ESN, that I have spent years documenting their activities and their engagements publicly, privately. I am a veteran. If you are talking about researchers, I am one of the people you can speak to about if you have no idea of what is IPOB and their aims and objective. I am one of them. And I said, their aim and objective is to keep every Igbo, Biafran, and everybody that actually associates with that Biafra safe. That is their belief. That is their aim. That is their objective. They will never hurt the people they want to protect, ever. And I said, if you believe that the criminals that are perpetuating all kinds of criminality in Eastern Nigeria, despite the existence of, God knows, thousands of roadblocks mounted by the Nigerian security agents, yet those they call the unknown gunmen, if they are not politically sponsored, I said, if you see anybody that commits any crime, including kidnapping or whatever it is, you should arrest them. You should let them face the justice. But in Nigeria, they have already started giving, they've already given a dog a bad name to hang it. As long as it feels the context, the stereotyping. So people don't want to ask questions. They do not want to see that the same people that occupy Eastern Nigeria are the same criminals carrying out all kinds of criminality. Then using propaganda of the media to show to you that we told you, this is who they are. ESN IPOB in Delta State. Do you really think you are one of those that could be deceived by such news after watching this? Now watch.
The suspects, including the parents, confessed to the crime of running the factory as a family business. They manufacture and repair arms. They also manufacture drones and explosives. Conducting pressmen around the factory, the commander, 63 Brigade, Nigerian Army, Asaba, Brigadier General Ugochukwu Vitus Sonachukwu, said that they fabricate normal magazine AK-47 of 30 rounds to 60 rounds and also rent guns to criminals.
Quantum of weapons they are manufacturing, both for the insurgents and for armed robbers in Delta State. So these people here are major contributors to the insecurity, not just in Delta State, but even across southeastern Nigeria and neighboring states here. The warning to such people is that we will get to you. Anybody that is involved in act of insurgency or criminality that is against the peace and stability of Nigeria, we will get to you. No matter how you run, no matter how you camouflage your activities, we will unravel it, we will get to you.
Even their home is stocked with equipment and materials for the production of arms. The parents said that one of their sons has the passion of producing drones and repairing of guns.
My children, they repair gun here. They repair gun? Yes, because these drones, they're still working on it. Because when he was small, he has this passion for playing. He even built one. I think this thing is there. He built one that they use for school.
Something there. My way is even there. My petenia is there. So I went to collect it. So my son called me, but I should go and rest, not to have my stress. I don't like it.
It's illegal, man.
So you know it's illegal and you are involved in it?
You see that? Now tell me, is that the IPOB or ESN? Now, I also want to ask you this. I may not know how old you are, but when I was growing up, we actually do have community hunters. Who do you think repairs or fixes their guns for them? So when you have something, when they say generations that make and repair guns, what do you think blacksmith, what do you think they do? We grew up taking our own old men's gun. We would take their guns to the blacksmith to fix after the round of overnight hunting. But in Nigeria context, bring camera, bring police, Ugochukwu, lead them, walking with walking stick, like a 70, 80-year-old soldier, so that he can show authority and say, yes, we have discovered these people, they are making guns. Arrest them. Blindfold them. These are the people making guns for armed robbers. These are the people making guns for insurgents. It is not that they have armed robbers that said, oh, these people made the guns for us. But they need to give something to show like they are actually working. In Nigeria, not that these people don't exist, they do. And criminals use them as well, no doubt. But you see that arrest, and the headlines they gave to it. Go and read Nigerian papers now. They are already saying it. Nigerian troop bust IPOB, ESN camp, where they are making guns and drones. I don't know how sensible some of those who actually read their Nigerian media, I don't know how much they handle it. But Baba, would you sit down there and clap and say, what an achievement? And do you think all those AK-47, where the real gun runners, who are the ransom takers, do you think the place you saw there actually look like, But it is Nigeria. Tell them, you know what they do? They are making guns. Why are you going to let us tell ourselves they are making guns? This is not, Nigeria is so dangerous now. So you know, let us clap for the government. These people are making guns, like say, this person just fell from your mama's ass and you hit your head on the, people will say when they'll burn you, now head you take knock ground. What to Yahweh, that's the first day. Making gun. What is crime in making gun? And what is your government doing in regulating such? Who do you think is going to be fixing all the hunters gun in your community and all that? Fulani terrorists are carrying imported AK-47. The local gun manufacturers are now the easy targets. The sponsor of the terrorists, those who are giving them amnesty, and the rest of that, they are the ones in your government. But you see those ones who are like generations who have been making guns that should be regulated, and where they run foul of the law should be punished, not to be used as pop-up for the security propaganda. Where has that led anyone or anybody? So when I saw that, I said, I'm bringing it up so that all of now we don't see like the Owerri prison break that you're asking yourself, wait to. Maybe because of ESN and IPOB, all these military guys who are killing people speaking, IPOB, come out and fight. Come out and fight. We will kill you. Come out and fight. Those repentant terrorists they added to the military. How come that the IPOB you are calling, they are now attacking Owerri prison next to the governor's office, the governor's house, where Oples Uzodijo lives. And yet they stayed there for 4 hours. They opened the prison, no fight. They did devotional services in the morning. They did good morning, Jesus, good morning, Lord. That's what they told the Mugus in Nigeria, and they believed them. I've stopped stressing it anyway. So I just thought you should see that. And that's what I wanted to share with you last night. And I was like, I'll do that some other time. My time was so gone. Now I'll leave the line open now, okay? I'll leave the line open and you can call in and have your own say. It is brunch time, but my friend told me it is not always brunch or breakfast elsewhere anymore by the time we are done. But it is still breakfast in so many places as we speak, as some are preparing for their supper or dinner. It is lunch in the UK. Do not go anywhere. I will be back. Am I talking like that? I know. Don't go anywhere.
I bring you a message of hope.
We are going to spend a lot of resources on education.
I have the first caller today, and that will be hello.
Baba Mayegun.
How you doing?
Yeah, I know deal. I know go lie, man. This Nigerian situation, man. Oh boy, I don't know. I just don't understand. This guy.
So where the renewed dope now, if the renewed dope is renewing, I'm asking people today, the student loan is gone until 2026 when they are preparing for another election. They'll bring it back.
But my question is this. What kind of boldness these guys have? They do anything. They don't even care. There's no fear of nothing. They don't care about nothing. No. They're just doing it. And these guys are just in social media ranting. What's going on?
Government should come and help us. What do you want government to do for you now? I don't know. Government should come and help us. Help us beg government. I mean, like, what the hell?
Begging them for something they need to do for the citizen of their own. Man, alone, man. People are dead now.
The people deserve the type of they deserve it. That's what we have been told.
How can you be sharing 500 million each? You know how much is that? She will have people in one person 500 million naira. And you collect that money and you put in your pocket.
The funniest one is that they will continue to say, we need to be serious. Let us face the real issue and work together. Our people are hungry. As if to say they are actually doing anything to end their hunger rather than profit from their hunger. Baba?
And the most annoying part of it is this obedience that they're shouting for next election. The same obedience, if they elect us obedient, they will chop the money too. They don't care. Obedient one bit.
Not a single one came out, because if you try it, they will suspend you too. So it is better you maintain table manners. You don't talk.
That's why when I debate with those disobedient people, you are just wasting your time with this election. Break that country. Let's break it. Let us go their way. Thank you for the experience.
I mean, so much as well, because I mean they wake most of you up in America now. Like there's so many of you who are turning up these days, and I'm like, now Americans are putting it in their own diary or in their schedule. Now, like my will be up this month. Let me go check. Is it up? So
you're right about that.
In the morning, you're like they're like listening as well. Thank you. Anyway, thanks for being part of it.
You're welcome, sir.
You have a wonderful day. So let's take another one. Here. Hello.
Hello. Good afternoon. This is Mr. Olu from London.
Sir Olu, you know the missa.
No. I know the missa.
It is great again. So here we are, student loan law.
Yeah, I will call your attention to. I called one evening, and I was saying there was nothing like free education in Nigeria.
And it was 2 nights ago.
No,
you didn't say there was nothing like free education. You said that we should question the type of free education they set up, because people still have to pay for so and so. Somebody responded afterward. Remember?
Yeah, the man that responded. You see, let me give you some data.
Right.
You know, I was more concerned. Even I called about a week ago concerning about the structures that they created for those schools. And without any disrespect, I wasn't born when those free education was in existence.
Yeah.
That free education, people can use data for whatever they want to use it for. But do you know that that free education run, they planned for it even before independence. It was 1952 that they put that thing forward in the Western region. And it was the Minister for Education in Western region, Chief S.A. Awokoya.
Yeah.
And they had a plan of 3 years that thing should start in 1955.
Right.
So was my own question was, when I did my own research and I noticed that thing has 3 years, do you want to tell me that those Jakonde building that they put in structure, where they started those schools from breaking them from what's it called, afternoon school, second shift school, that they break it up and they created those schools?
If you have done your research, I think I have an answer close to what you're asking. Okay.
Wait, my ego. Let me laugh.
All right.
When between those 3 years, does it justify that those kind of structures should be what we should be educated in?
Is that your question now, right?
Yeah, and okay. It will bring me to another question.
What happened is that historically, you were right when they were putting the plan in place and they decided to execute it. It started in 1954. Okay, that was the first time. And the idea, by the way, was they did not have all the resources to to house all of the students as planned, right? But what they did was that people started, giving their own houses and all that. But you see that Jakonde part that you just brought in, Jakonde did not become Lagos State governor to execute that one you are talking about. Jakonde was one of the political boys that followed Awolowo, really, right? But he didn't become governor until 1979, Baba.
Yeah.
So hang on. Before 1979,
I get what you mean.
Hang on, Baba. Before 1979, you see all those ideas of Awolowo this, Awolowo that got truncated since 1963. It didn't even last longer.
Yeah,
so the moment the Republican Wahala then started, so what happened was that Awolowo was taking off the whole thing, and the continuation of that, idea started dying. But education was still free. And hang on, Saul, hang on. Let me finish. Okay.
Yeah, I'm listening.
That by the time they will be done, between that 1965, 66 to that 1979. That progress that was supposed to be like steady then, if not truncated, would have prevented Jakonde from building a makeshift building. By then, investment in education in the West has gone to almost zero. And that's what led us to where we are today. So Jakonde came up with that idea when they have so many people that were seeking admission into schools. So they said, okay, they will start creating those makeshifts, begin to allow all of them to access that, right? You could go to morning school, afternoon school, or evening school. It's pretty much like they are starting again, but it wasn't about the entire Southwest anymore then. It was just Lagos. So Awolowo's idea was for the entire Southwest, but it got truncated at the very earliest. Now go on, Saulu, please.
Okay. You see, when those, what's it called? Those buildings. Do you know? I'm just referring them to Jakonde schools. I'm not actually picking on Jakonde.
I'm just reminding you of the circumstances that led to them too. And I want you to always factor that in. It was like something of necessity of makeshift.
Okay. Fine and good.
You know what
if you look at it, this plan was in 1952.
Yeah.
And they rolled it out in 1955. And do you know how much they spent on those buildings?
I may not know the actual figure, Baba, but what happened is that hang on. Whatever they spent, it was even inadequate. That people had to even give their own properties for.
Thank you very much. Thank you. 2.14 million pounds, not naira.
Right.
Million pounds. My brother, if today you go give somebody 2,000 pounds from your pocket, your body go tell. So I'm not blaming the man. I'm not blaming anyone. But what I'm trying to bring out, and it goes back to what I first said when I first called, is that a lot of us in Nigeria, we've seen our rights as a privilege.
Fortunately, I know.
Because somebody was giving you food meal of 50p, you have access to free food. You have access to table and chair. And you are paying on the other way around.
There's another way you are paying. I know.
You pay, and you believe it's free.
Nothing is free. Anything you take for free, somebody else is paying for it. Let's be honest. Nothing is free.
And I will give you a rundown analysis. In 1952, they have 3,550 primary schools. In 1954, they went to 6,274 primary schools. And in 1955, a year after, he went to the number of schools only increased by about 180. Went to 407. And by 1958, the thing went to 6,607. And you look at it that this thing, like all you always say, that this corruption, the thing don't day for long. It don't day inside the bone marrow. It don't day inside the blood.
It's always been.
Money,
what do you call it? The benefit of power, money in particular, has made men gone astray in the past. And that is why we said when we learn from our history, we should not become the prisoners of our history. We should learn what they did right and improve on that. and learn from what they did wrong, never to repeat them.
And you see the older generations, that's why you see there are some certain things. A lot of, especially I will use Yorubas as an example, and I'm apologizing to anyone listening to me. I'm so sorry. I understand that we have to respect.
Don't always. It's like you want to say something you probably shouldn't say.
No,
So what no. If you are going to apologize for what you're going to say, then don't say it. I don't like.
No. Because I don't like disrespecting people. Yeah, you see the older, our older generation, especially of the Yorubas, they are so decisive that they use you see them. They have two mouths. They will say one here now. When they see the person, they will not say another thing. They will say a different thing. And you see lots of them.
Is that really synonymous with the older generation? Some of us are like that too.
No. Me, why? No, what is I said Yorubas, but I'm looking at even the older generation now. That this thing started.
I'm trying to say, Saolu, from my own experience, right? I know you are using that demographic. From my own experience, right? It doesn't kind of limit to race.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't. But I'm saying that this thing is watering down.
Like what you have seen, and
it's watering down. It's watering down.
I see.
If you look at some of our leaders, especially in the Southwest, some of these people were educated here before they went to Nigeria. They were really, really educated here. Some of the Obas, they were brought from this UK.
Exactly.
I can mention about 5 that they were brought from this country and they took them to Nigeria. And the reason why the people around in those communities took them down there was because these people are well exposed, they have experience and blah blah blah. But it worked against them. Like when you posted this morning about the what's it called, student loan. We knew that. We saw that from the very first day when the thing was moving.
Especially with the people where they bring bad news.
Yeah, we're moving. It's just so simple. One, they were not ready for it. If you see the white paper of that thing, you will know it's something copied from another person. And the guy that went for this thing, they asked the guy, so what about this? What about this? What about this? He couldn't answer it. And this is a guy, if you look at the accent of that guy, now like somebody who went school for US or for UK. And you will be shocked that these are the people that they will be people that will make sure that people that will be on that list are people that are even
they acquire knowledge and skills. Instead of them using that knowledge and skill to better the life of Nigerians, they actually use them to rob them.
Yeah.
We see all of them who schooled here. They will never run any company the way they are running Nigeria, Baba. But you will see professionals because they want to defend lies. And they will start talking like illiterates. And you look at how come this? I thought they said this man is a PhD holder. Say, you don't look bad. Once you start lying on TV like that, you go start like illiterate in it.
I did 2 masters in this UK. 2 masters I did in this country.
If you become a minister in Nigeria, Baba, person who don't go to school will get sense past you, but because you have to be deliberately stupid.
How much are they taking as this student loan from us? How much are we paying back? You have to be earning a certain amount of money to be paying people.
Exactly.
But in Nigeria, you just find out that even ordinary bursary, for them to give you 1,000, 2,000 naira, then when we were in school, the what you will go through. And some of these people that are older than us and they know the history of Nigeria, they enjoy Nigeria, they're the one going into the government offices, collecting contracts. Yeah, they have friends, they have family there. They will collect contracts. If they want to do the road, they will say they will pay you this. If you don't want to do it, they will pay you that. And these are the same people, they will be coming, and they'll be telling you how good Nigeria was, how lovely Nigeria was when they were in school, when they were that. It's because they've seen their rights as a privilege.
Saulu, on that one, I can never fault you. Because even me, I continue to, especially what I experienced under Buhari, okay? The year